Down to Earth with me, Wendy, exclusively on TV6, the #1 station. Get to know the inside scoop on all your favorite artists, public figures, their inside life, their relationships, what they do, what they don't do off the stage, and so much more. Right here, exclusively on Down to Earth with me, Wendy.
Calabash Entertainment and Promotions, the one-stop shop for entertainment, television host, radio presenter, event manager, artist manager, public relations manager, protocol officer, and real estate agent. You can email us at calabash@gmail.com and you can follow us on Twitter at calabashent. You can find us on Facebook at Down to Earth with Wendy or Calabash Entertainment and Promotions.
Organo Gold. Organo Gold's mission is to help improve the lives of each and everyone through the use and knowledge of Ganoderma. Ganoderma, the main ingredient in Organo Gold's coffee, is a natural product that aids in the healing of many diseases, from asthma to diabetes to cancer. You can invest in your health while you increase your wealth. To find out more, call 289-5527 or email ttorganogold@gmail.com.
Hello from the Deltona Corporation's office in sunny Florida. I'm pleased to announce the Deltona Corporation is now working with our authorized agent, JC Powerhouse, based locally in Trinidad, with offices in Port of Spain and San Fernando. Owned and operated by Trinidad native Beverly Antoine, the JC Powerhouse Company is partnering with the Deltona Corporation, a company that's been successfully selling Florida real estate since 1962. That's over 50 years. Our companies are working together to offer properties in the beautiful city of Northport, Florida. These 10,000 square foot, fully developed home sites are high and dry, located in the vibrant and growing city of Northport in Southwest Florida. A community that embraces the natural beauty of Florida together with great shopping, schools, medical facilities, and industry. All this in just a short drive from some of the world's best beaches. Florida does not get any better than this. JC Powerhouse, your Florida connection, will make all your flight, hotel, and tour plans. Properties can be purchased with our guaranteed financing, and there's no application fee or processing fees. So drop by our office on Petra Street, Woodbrook, Port of Spain, or 30 Superior Street in San Fernando. You can also call for more information. The numbers are 1-868-628-6120 or 1-868-289-5014. Don't miss out on this great opportunity. We have incentives created just for you, the beautiful people of Trinidad and Tobago.
Wax 90.1 FM.
How many feel that the soca done?
Hey, good morning. Welcome. My name is Damion Melville. Just to start off, I'm in my hometown, Egypt. And right now at James Park, with plenty football and thing here. So, and the reason I'm telling you all of this is because I'm about to get down to earth with Wendy. And Wendy in Point. Welcome to Point, Wendy. Although you're lost and all of that, but say what? I could direct you and help you out. That is what Point people does do. Down to earth with Wendy. We'll be right back.
December 31st, put my life in a slumber. That's the day when I lost my little daughter. Friends are ball, I cry. But I know that my baby is singing with the angels up high. I get condolences from Trinidad and the world over, on the internet, from people who don't even know her. I get some comments good, I get some bad. I cherish the good ones and I thought the bad ones was sad. Then I get a message from my little baby. This is what they mean, sent to tell daddy. She say, daddy, life goes on. Daddy, life goes on. I leave you with memories for you to hold on. I leave you with memories for you to be strong. 10 years of memories.
It's all about the soca bangra. It's all about Bunchy
Wack
and Shani.
90.1 FM.
How many feel?
Welcome back Down to Earth with Wendy, with Damion Melville.
Damion, how you doing?
I well good, you know.
Damion, I didn't really lost, it's just determined. Kenny gave me wrong information.
I believe you. If Kenny give you the direction, then I understand why you lost. Because if you take anything from Kenny, you're really lost. Yeah.
Damion, you are a comedian. Tell me what else you do. You're not a comedian.
I'm not a comedian.
What are you?
An entertainer. I do like the comedian thing, you know. Because
Why?
people that will stop you on the road and say, give me a joke now.
Oh, so that's the only reason why you don't like it.
Yeah, entertainer. And I can do it all. I can do it all. Comedian bog you down to just that. People
Right.
just expect that. So, entertainer is cool.
So before you became an entertainer, tell me how you became an entertainer.
I don't even have a clue that thing just happened, you know. Because I never used to talk to people.
Why?
And all my school life, I never really used to talk to people. I was like that lone ranger to myself, always. You couldn't even get me to go with a raffle sheet to ask somebody to take a chance. And just observing, I think that period in my life was just observing everything and how it happened. So that just flew from that, and it's fortunate that I had the gab of doing things and people laugh at it. But most of the time, I'm totally serious. I am totally serious. I don't know why people just laugh at the things. But I'm totally serious, and that's how all my pieces will come about, things that bother me enough that I could just come out and say it, and they get the humor in it, because that's what Trinidad is really.
Right.
You have things here you could just laugh at in Trinidad.
What's bothering you the most right now?
Everything, you know. Everything. And it's a thing that I just stop deal with or stop listening.
Because it's bothering you that much?
At that time I just stop read papers or stop watch the news, because it just overbearing and at a dotish level, really. And I think we given the people who we fear most have the most highlights. And that worries me. If we give them like a month of no headlines, then I think things will be different, because men doing things and looking for the papers.
Right.
For that cloud. Hey, look. And that's where it comes down to. As in terms of getting onto stage and stuff, Best Village.
Good
I
foundation.
went through the Best Village Foundation. I think as most artists in Trinidad and Tobago had that Best Village Foundation. I did Best Village and then started to do things by myself, because I fall out with people's story we can't tell here. And started to do it by myself, and people like what I do, and so it started to catch on. So that's where it really come from.
Other than entertainment, what else do you do?
You're basically that and sleep, you know. You're fortunate to get me up early this morning, you know.
So, Damion, you have your entertainment industry. Tell me about your family life. You're from Point 14?
I original Point 14. I'm the 6th child from my mother. 10.
Wow.
She do it, you know, girl. 10, you know. I'm fortunate, because she did say she stopped at 4 and I'll be here.
Disappoint?
Yeah. So I'm the 6th of 10, and family, we had that, because it's so much that we had that value, and I live to see my mother, like in those times, and that sharing, that way I could have one bread as a mother and not eat, and distribute it enough so that everybody could get a piece. So I know of that. I know of that belly pain, where a mother could feel that pain. And from the time a woman could feel the pain in the stomach, you know that is real woman. And
True.
I see that through my mother.
Excellent. And you're very close to her, obviously.
Yeah. After me, then my eyeball. Yeah,
Wonderful.
that's where the box stops. And with the death of my daughter, the next thing is my mother, really.
Okay. So you're getting ready to go on stage. You plan your scripts in advance. How you do it?
Because of Scouting for Talent, I did Scouting for Talent in
Okay.
97. That made me start to write write down my stuff because normally it's just there. I just look at issues and I just start to rattle it off and develop a piece in the head. So most of my pieces
Freestyle.
before scouting was things that just in my head. And it's just there. I go to a show and once I finish it, I have things that will skate off and things that will remain. So the core of what happens on stage is what will stay and make a piece. So I started right now and write for time because to me I feel 10 minutes is enough for an artist to be on stage. I rather come off a stage and people want more.
Right, then you give them too
and
much.
they're like, you're good enough, but oh gosh. So I like 10 minutes. 10 minutes is my thing. So I write now 10 minutes and wherever it swings from there it swings.
The business side of your entertainment, because you're extremely successful. You can't be successful in any industry without the business and management element. How is that working out for you?
Fairly okay. Fairly okay. There's some jobs that I do that I hope the money is more. And we had to talk to Kenny and think about that part of it too.
Oh, Kenny, right. This is okay.
Yeah.
Kenny again.
You just hope that it have more, but fairly okay. I'm able to live.
You're living?
I'm able to.
Because you have a stint on the radio as well.
Yeah, at WAC 90.1 FM.
You sound like you said that begrudgingly.
No, I love my show. Once I go on there, there's a different energy.
It's true.
Me. There's a different energy, and I love really doing the radio. It's only I can't say certain things I can't say.
No, you could say anything. Be down to earth.
When Kenny come, girl, when Kenny comes, I don't know. They just get different.
Different.
But other than that, I love it. I love it for real.
Damion, we're gonna take a break.
No, the best thing in the family is the fella on the keyboard here, Kyle. Yeah, that's the best thing in the family. The only thing with Casey and Kenny, that is the genius in the family. You know why that is the genius in the family? That was the last shot you had, you know, partner. It's all about the soca banger. It's all about Bunchy
WAC
and Shani.
90.1 FM.
Soca and Shani Honey.
Welcome back. I'm with Damion Melville, entertainer personified. Damion, if you don't laugh, you'll cry. So it's good to laugh.
Yes,
It's good to
that
laugh.
is so true. It's the best medicine, actually.
And I know you said earlier your issue with the newspapers and everything that's happening in the country, etc., etc. Tell me more about how you feel about that and your views.
No, I love Trinidad. Bad. I hate going to a function and see somebody trying to sing my anthem and busting in it, singing it wrong. Or a man on the national instrument of Trinidad and Tobago and playing the anthem wrong. And the next thing I hate is to pass at a government building and see the orange, cream, and grey flags. That's supposed to be the national flag. I think somebody should know when it's time to change your flag. I don't know if there's a period your flag's supposed to be up by law and it stay there until that time, and then you take it down. You pass by a police station and the flag is orange. And I have a real problem with that, for real. I have a problem with people treating Trinidad and Tobago how they treat it. I love my country bad, always. And the policemen I just tell to stand up when the anthem is playing, and I don't feel I'm supposed to be
tell
doing
them
that. And that's the depth of love I have for Trinidad and Tobago. I'm seeing people at 60-something eat something and throw it on the ground, and that can be love for Trinidad and Tobago. So that's 60-something years of nasty that person do in Trinidad and Tobago. And then we blame the young people a whole lot for a whole lot of things, but it's really the adults, you know. Because you're still seeing people walking into a room and still don't have no manners.
No manners.
You're still seeing people here telling good morning and like you just cuss them. And the thing is that we lose foundation. I believe we lose foundation in so many ways that it have things that we take for granted, we take for just so. The good morning, good evening, thank you, excuse me, please. That is foundation, and I maintain that.
Of course.
And people would know if they listen to WAC 90.1 FM. Once you call my program and you don't say good afternoon, you just listen to my friend. I have a friend named Tone that just jump in ever so often. And they listen to Tone because Tone from the time no good afternoon.
Yeah.
And the boss could attest to that because he called once and Damion, I said, good afternoon. I want to tell you this, good afternoon. And he as well heard my friend, Tone. And I really don't care who it is who called, but you must say good afternoon. You could cuss my family after, but do it with manners.
Yes.
Yeah, do it with some degree of manners. I did love. I think we need to maintain foundation, and people, we're losing it. And too long I hear parents, so what we got to do this the age we living in, like what the young people doing,
You know,
it can't
Trinidad
be.
have a laid back culture and
It
anything
can't
goes.
be, it can't be because you can't interfere with the Bible and that's foundation.
So Damion, all these social issues you mentioned, excellent issues. How you think we could deal with those issues? We need to go back to the homes, we need to go into the schools.
Foundation, and I think our new president,
Oh yes.
our new president, somehow with his speech, breathe a breath of fresh air
yes.
throughout Trinidad and Tobago. Have a whole lot of people like, yeah, boy, oh, your family again, and the village to raise a child. Like, things that we know, you know.
Yes, yes.
And like we just wait for somebody to come and say it.
In a different
voice.
voice.
You know, you have on green. And, oh yeah, I have on green. We know, we know foundation, we know family value, but it's just that we have this, as you say,
laid back.
we wait for the president. When the president
new
says it,
president.
then it have more sense.
Yeah.
You know, if this one said it have more sense, and that's the things we know, and we could do that. We could do that. Family value is very important. And the thing that I know that used to help us well was Best Village long time. Where you used to have village going to visit village.
Okay, they don't have that anymore.
Point will go up to Malik and spend the day.
Like pilgrimage.
Or you go up to Barata and you spend the day, and the two groups have that and it don't have it again.
Wow.
So you just play in Best Village now. You go on, you go through the thing and whatever happen, but there you go. It used to have it and they need to bring back that visit, yeah.
Different areas. We're going to get more information from you. We'll be right back.
Calabash Entertainment and Promotions, the one-stop shop for entertainment, television host, radio presenter, event manager, artist manager, public relations manager, protocol officer, and real estate agent. You can email us at calabash@gmail.com and you can follow us on Twitter at calabashent. You can find us on Facebook at Down to Earth with Wen'D or Calabash Entertainment and Promotions.
Organo Gold. Organo Gold's mission is to help improve the lives of each and everyone through the use and knowledge of Ganoderma. Ganoderma, the main ingredient in Organo Gold's coffee, is a natural product that aids in the healing of many diseases, from asthma to diabetes to cancer. You can invest in your health while you increase your wealth. To find out more, call 289-5527 or email ttorganogold@gmail.com.
It's all about the soca bangra. It's all about Bunchy
Wack
and Shammy.
90.1 FM.
So we are back down to earth with Damion Melville. Oh, sorry. Down to earth with
This could be your show, Damion. Take it, Damion. Take it. It's down to earth with Damion today.
Hey, down to earth with Wen'D. We're back. My hometown, Egypt Village. We are James Park. It's country.
I love it.
And I heard some of your crew like, so much bush, boy. And that's the thing where when people move in concrete homes, they tend to forget
You understand?
days.
Yes.
And I realized that with some of the people who are here, they forget their latrine days, their drepness days, the wood lice, wood and old lady sugar.
The jigger bush tea
the
days.
normal mother
Yes.
house, where they used to drink the normal bush tea, and all of these things is value. That's why they get big, their head get bigger, and they could talk about bush now because they know bush. And they know of picking black sage bush to go and sweep yard and all of that.
That's right.
You know all these things, and cobweb, they know about that. So, and that's the kind of thing that will happen, that you could do a piece,
Right.
basically, and people just ask me, where you just get material from? It is very easy because Trinidad is well top material. Every day there's something happening that you could write about or put together about, and I love doing it. It is just come easy and nice. I love stage. I love stage to the point that I separate myself off stage.
Okay.
I do stage and I do off stage. Once you meet me, you know, Damion, I will. Because when you finish your 8 to 4, you don't want to hear about your job.
Right,
When
okay.
I'm on stage, I'm working. So that's my job space. And when I'm off, that's my personal space. So I do what I like. And I love to have fun. Some people will see me in some event and wonder if that is the same boy. I have fun to the max.
So what else do you do off stage? What's your fun time?
I like going to little events as well, and like little sporting events. I love my football.
Right.
I love my football.
Can you play football?
Yeah, yes.
Because liking it and playing
no,
it
no,
is two
no, no,
different
no. I can play football. I have great football
skills.
history. Yeah. Football.
What position do you play?
I play defense. I play either stoppers or right or left back. The defense, anyway. In the
I'm just
defense,
making sure you really know this sport.
I played for Forest Reserves. I played for Civic Center. I played my football in point.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Just making
I
sure.
get plenty looks for football as well.
Oh, so?
Yeah, because I had a brother like, you're too small, them fellas gonna break your foot and fight. And it used to a really moment. My mother beat me on many occasions because I think it had a time where I took up a bamboo and cut him someplace over here. Because he just didn't want me to play football. In school, we used to fold up paper and play football in class.
Right.
And get licks too. I went to Government Vocational Center and we had a class and we take out all the chairs from the room.
The classroom?
In the classroom and playing football. Everybody be back in the class are wet. And we just find the guys who was outside supporting the thing.
No longer supporting.
We wasn't hearing no noise. And football going on, man, it's in hard shot, bang off the wall. And we just here in the cheering section and to turn to see the teacher on a stool, sit down and looking. And when the game finished,
obviously.
the game finished and we get a serious lecture. But I find that teachers at that point, you're killing the career of an individual because they never know you could have lived with. You could have some national players coming out of that.
Could have been the Trinidad Beckham.
A child playing, beating up the desk, they want to beat you. That could be the next drummer. I think when you identify things like that in children, it's a channeling. Because you probably have something there. I thought I would be a big lead singer in a band, and I can't sing a note.
But you saying I saw you in a competition, Damion?
As I say, I can't sing a note. I hear it a man with real CDs outside, I can't sing. But they believe what they're doing. They believe I would be a big lead singer girl in the Government Vocational Center. I know every soca. And men beating every lunchtime we had concert. And I singing, but I know.
In your heart?
I can't sing. I know that. But it's a men who not honest. Men has go by big producers and the producers has know they can't sing. And when you tell them, hey, try playing an instrument.
When they're eating our food?
Well, that's what the producer tell me too.
Oh, that particular producer?
Yeah.
This is the same producer who was in the same competition
You're
with
not
you?
going to let me get into that kind of thing because I will have a what is the thing? A pre-work letter? A pre-action protocol letter. I will have to send one. You're not going to have people sending those for me because I see only have them brandishing around Trinidad and
Really?
Tobago. It's a bag of those. Hey, boy.
But you'll get good at attorney.
That is what I don't want.
You don't want
I don't want to be to that level to get attorney. So let me say just producer. Yeah, let me carry it across.
But I attended a show during the carnival season and you competed. You sang. You won.
Yeah, boy. Watch now.
Yes.
We could talk about that.
Yes, I want to talk about that.
Wacky Tuesday.
Wacky Tuesday,
Station
yes.
competition. Look at people around Vex now when we start to talk about that. But the thing is, I know.
In your heart?
I can't sing. I mean, I have no sense of key or note. I don't sing in lock. So, I've gone into the competition, but I could write.
Okay.
And I write my thing and I went by Brian London. I said, Brian, I have this fix up. And all the boss and them, you walking around because he's the producer, walking around flow. Is the most amount of licks one human ever get in his life. In his life. And every year you say you're going to beat me. I win it 3 years straight and beat him every time. When he thought he was going to win, it was clown, but because he paid the judges and then he bring all the big time judges and all
Okay,
the
but that's
partners
what
and
is
them in
happening in
music.
some of these competitions.
But good is good. There's no substitute for greatness, and he always had a step behind, and you wouldn't recognize that. And I just want to say on air, Kenny Phillips, I beat you 3 years straight, and if I come back in the competition, I will beat you again. I just wanted to say that. I hope you don't.
No, it wouldn't get edited at all. I want to ensure that, you're down to it and you're very comfortable. So Wacky Tuesday, excellent, very good competition, well organized. I really enjoyed it.
Thank you.
The year you won, I'm not being biased, you deserve to win.
Thank you.
Especially the year that you did the tribute to your daughter.
Yeah, no,
was
that
a
year
beautiful year.
I was coming out of the competition actually.
Okay.
And the year before, she was like, Daddy, we had a right to beat them up again, And unfortunately, she passed. And I ain't not going into any competition. And I'm driving up from Point to go to work. I stopped at the lights at Bamboo Junction.
Okay, Laramine.
And I was like, well, you say we had a right, I took off the radio. I said, well, you had to help me right. And it just came. Daddy, life goes on. Just that came right there. And that was it. Started to write. And again, it was the hardest performance I did in my life.
Very emotional as well.
In my life, and I'm in this thing about over 15 years, on stage. And it was one of the hardest performances for me. And I thank the inner strength, and I think the inner strength that it developed from my mother that passed on to us as children, that I could hold out and do the whole song. And do that whole song with the depth that song was, the relevance of that song was deep. And to do it,
took a lot.
Come off, yeah, man, for real. That was a deep one.
It's all about the soca banger. It's all about Bunchy
Wack
and Shammy.
90.1 FM.
Soca and the Shammy Harmony.
Welcome back to Down to Earth with Wendy. I have on set with me. It's a pleasure to have the mother of Damion Melville. This is Joycelyn Melville. Mom, how are you going?
I'm wonderful.
It is a pleasure to have you on set.
It's a pleasure to have you on.
In Point Fortin.
Point Fortin.
What I want to talk to you about, and I want you to give the young people, the generation that's coming up, some old school advice from a place. I see Damion, he come out alright. Yeah.
That's right.
He come out alright. Because the standards dropping.
Very much. So what can I say? As the man always say, he was taught good manners because sometimes I call on the phone and he say, I say, hello. He say, Moi, that is not you. I say, oh God, sorry, excuse me. Good afternoon. Okay. So I and all will get the buff.
Right.
So I know that is the right thing.
How important do you think, because I know really old school parents have a God-fearing upbringing. How important was God in the home?
Very good. But God was there. I grow them up myself, so I was to work, see about them, and do everything. And I still thank God that today, out of all of them, no, I have no problem. I don't have to run by the courthouse or run here or run there, and everybody in order. They mightn't be that good, but they're in order. And I give God thanks, because sometimes in the night when they have no current, they'll sit down on the yard outside, and they'll start to sing, and he will start to shout like a old Baptist leader. And, we used to enjoy that.
Entertaining from long time.
Long time, since it's going up.
Yes.
We were outside
and she's saying that to Wendy was a serious, and just the other day I remember those days and where once you have lamp, candle, the entertainment was the family. True. Entertainment, and your brush was always your mic.
Oh yeah,
brush was always your
brush
mic.
was your mic.
I can remember putting on my mother dress and shoes and we modeling and all kind of madness, and you put a big shirt and a pants, and we just used to have that family fun. And I think that's something that parents could do, take off the lights, take off all the lights in your house, light a lamp, and let children know that kind of thing and give them stories because too many times we don't have a clue.
I could remember once we was home, we were living in Newlands, and you hear the mic and they're singing and they're carrying on, and I used to crochet, and I was down the crochet, and the needle was there, and I thought between here and the next sister, and he give her a push, and she go down
the crochet needle.
And it went up.
It's stick in there. And the thing is, my mother is so emotional. My mother is very emotional. I just want people to know that she started to bawl in that house. We went to get a car to take my sister to the hospital. My mother sat in the car and the driver go in because he think there's something wrong with my mother. And my sister lie down on she belly with a crochet needle sticking she bottom home here and say, hey, where you going? Come back. Look, be patient. You had to be there to hear the cry. You would have think my mother who sat on the crochet needle.
Mrs. Melville, it is a pleasure to have you on our set. Damion, do you have any closing comments?
Well, I just want to say thanks for recognizing or probably giving me this opportunity to highlight me. And I like to hide a lot,
So I'm lucky.
Yeah, boy.
But the first thing you said to me when we spoke this morning when I was coming down is that if you had known differently, it might have been
it
off.
would have turned out different. If I didn't know who, that.
Okay.
It would have been different because I really hide. Because when I see it come to, I say, oh Lord.
If you did only know.
But I really appreciate the fact that because Trinidad and Tobago, as they say, is small. We have a whole lot of entertainers and
exactly.
to probably notice my works and stuff and to highlight me. I want to appreciate and tell you thanks a lot
You're
for
most
that
welcome.
as well. And welcome to Point 14. Remember, an extra borrow day, Point 14. Keep that on your calendar. I want to
yes,
come down check.
My dad used to live in Point. I have a very good friend my sister lives in Tisha. So I know Point 14 is the wrong directions I got from that individual about the left to take the turn. But at no point. At no point I'll be here for borrow. So Moms, it was a pleasure having you. Thank you so much. Damion.
And remember, great was when you keep it locked down to the bit when.
There you go.
You know, it starts here on a Friday. And every day, it's where we shake off negative people, negative vibes, and do it just for you. It's Country Crazy Radio, WCK 90.1 FM. Hey!
Stranger can chill.